So unless you're under a rock, you know that California experienced a whole lot of fires in the beginning of this year and the past few weeks. With that being said, it looks like the cleanup is getting complicated.
After weeks of devastation, fire officials say 3 major wildfires burning in Southern California are at least 95% contained as of Tuesday afternoon. Now cleanup efforts are underway, but conditions on the ground are making the process more complicated. CBS News' Carter Evans gives us a look from the Palisades.
Well, good evening. For the first time since the fire ravaged through the Palisades here, residents are getting a chance to come home and see what's left on their properties. And in many cases, it's not much. It's just a pile of rubble, but you can tell what some things are here. I mean, that was a car. This is the most toxic material you can think.
That's crazy. The car doors burnt. Like, what was that car made out of? Cars definitely are not made out of steel anymore. But I guess if the house is, never mind, it might have all just melted. I might have spoke too soon. It was a house with a whole infrastructure and it's gone too.
Think of. Imagine electric vehicle batteries burning in this fire, older homes with asbestos. All of that stuff is in this ash. So it's now up to the EPA to determine where this toxic mess is, clean the...
My man's standing there like, all of these toxins are in this air now. Where's his mask? I'm thinking I need to wear a mask just sitting here watching.
Toxins up, and only then can the real cleanup begin, where they scoop up all of this debris and take it out of here. But then there's a question about, where do you take it? There are people who live in communities where the trucks would drive through to the dump who are saying, we don't want this stuff driving through our neighborhoods, and you can understand why. This is very, very toxic material. But only after that major cleanup occurs, and then they scrape the ground down here to 6 inches below the dirt to get all the toxins, only then can the building begin. And there are thousands of lots just like this out there. And for those whose homes were spared by the fire, they're not totally in the clear yet either, because every time one of these lots gets cleaned up, it's going to kick all this toxic ash up into the air, making it unsafe to live in the area, even if your home made it through the fire. Back to you.
Overwhelming. Carter Evans, thank you.
That is actually crazy that even the people who have houses still have to be cautious about even returning to them. So I'm going to just say a prayer for them. Hope that everything gets wrapped up as quickly as possible with the minimal amount of illnesses or injury, no harm, no injury, no sickness.